I scoured Amazon and compiled 15 gaming laptops that are going to blow your mind, especially since they are on sale right now. If you're looking for a laptop with specific needs, type it in the comments and hopefully someone from our awesome small community will answer. But first, like and subscribe. The first laptop on the list is the ASUS ROG Strix G16 gaming laptop. It has a 16-inch 16x10 screen and it packs an RTX 4070 GPU with an Intel Core i9-13980HX CPU. It has a 16GB DDR5 RAM and a 1TB PCIe SSD. It's on a 15% sale, so it's $1,699 instead of $1,999. Let's jump into the second deal. The MSI Thin GF63 15.6-inch 144Hz gaming laptop. It has the 12th Gen Intel Core i7 with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050 and a 16GB DDR4 RAM and a 512GB NVMe SSD. It's on a whopping 20% sale, costing $799 instead of $999. The third laptop on the list is the MSI Katana A17 gaming laptop. It has the 13th Gen Intel Core i7, a GeForce 4060 and a 17.3-inch 144Hz Full HD display. It has a 32GB DDR5 RAM and a 1TB NVMe SSD. It's on a 14% sale and it costs $1,199 instead of $1,399. The next laptop on the list is the ASUS TUF Gaming A17 gaming laptop. It has a 17.3 Full HD 144Hz display with a GeForce RTX 4060 and an AMD Ryzen 7 7735HS. It has a 16GB DDR5 RAM and 1TB PCIe 4.0 SSD. It's on a 20% sale, costing $1,199 instead of $1,499. The Dell G15 5535 gaming laptop with a 15.6-inch Full HD 165Hz 3ms display with an AMD Ryzen 7 7840HS processor. It has a 16GB DDR5 RAM and 512GB SSD with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 and it comes with Windows 11. It costs $890 USD. The MSI Katana 15 with a 15.6-inch 144Hz Full HD display with a 13th Gen Intel Core i7 and an RTX 4070 with 16GB DDR5 RAM and 1TB NVMe SSD. It's on a 13% sale, costing $1,199 instead of $1,399. Next we have the MSI Stealth 17 Studio 17.3 Quad HD 240Hz gaming laptop. It has a 13th Gen Intel Core i9, RTX 4080, 32GB DDR5 RAM and 1TB NVMe SSD. It's on a 14% sale, costing $2,399 instead of $2,799. Next we have the Acer Predator Helios 16 gaming laptop. It has a 13th Gen Intel Core i7 13700HX CPU with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 and a 16-inch 2K 165 G-Sync display. It has a 16GB DDR5 RAM and 1TB Gen 4 SSD. It's on a 21% sale, costing $1,299 instead of $1,650. The MSI Stealth 17 Studio 17.3-inch Quad HD 240Hz gaming laptop. It offers a 13th Gen Intel Core i9, RTX 4080 and 32GB DDR5 RAM with 1TB NVMe SSD. It comes with Thunderbolt 4, USB Type-C and it comes with Windows 11. The original price for this laptop was $2,799, but after the 14% Black Friday discount it's $2,399. Next we have the Acer Nitro 5 AN515-58-57Y8 gaming laptop. Packing an Intel Core i5 12500H CPU with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 Ti. It has a 15.6-inch Full HD 144Hz IPS display and 16GB DDR4 RAM and 512GB Gen 4 SSD. The original price for this was $899, but now it's $699 after the 22% discount. The Acer Nitro 17 gaming laptop with an AMD Ryzen 7 7840HS octa-core CPU. It has an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 with a 17.3-inch Quad HD 165Hz IPS display. It has a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, and the original price for this was $1,399, but after a massive 29% discount, it's now $999. The Acer Nitro 17 gaming laptop with an AMD Ryzen 7 7840HS octa-core CPU. It has an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050 GPU and a 17.3-inch Full HD 165Hz IPS display. It has a 16GB DDR5 RAM and 1TB Gen 4 SSD. It's now $949 instead of $1,199, which is a 21% off sale. The Acer Nitro 5 gaming laptop with an Intel 12th Gen i7 12650H CPU and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 GPU and a 15.6-inch Full HD 144Hz IPS display. It has a 16GB DDR5 RAM and 1TB Gen 4 SSD. It's $999 instead of $1,299. It's a 23% off. The Acer Nitro 5 AN515-58-57Y8 gaming laptop. It packs an Intel Core i5 12500H with NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 Ti and 15.6-inch Full HD 144Hz IPS display. It has a 16GB DDR4 RAM and 512GB Gen 4 SSD. The original price was $899, but now it's $699, which is a 22% discount. The ASUS ROG Strix G15 gaming laptop with a 15-inch 16x10 Full HD 144Hz display. It has a GeForce RTX 3050 paired with the AMD Ryzen 7 6800H/HS CPU. It has a 16GB DDR5 RAM and 512 PCIe SSD. The original price was $999, but now it's $885, which is the lowest discount on the list, 11% only. Man, I'm tired. Please like. Finally, the last laptop on today's list is the ASUS ROG Strix G16 gaming laptop. It has a 16-inch 16x10 Full HD 165 display and a GeForce RTX 4060 and an Intel Core i7 13650HX CPU. It has a 16GB DDR5 memory and 512GB PCIe SSD. The original price for the dude was $1,399, but now it's $1,099, which is a 21% off discount. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This video was so hard.